Music legend David Bowie dies of cancer at 69 by Mesfen Fejiku, posted January 11, 2016 at 12:24 a.m. in New York, New York.
Across the nation, a chance for folks to meet. Oh, laughing and singing and music swinging, dancing in the street, Philadelphia, PA. All the morning Messina, don't forget the Motor City, in the streets of Brazil, back in the USSR. No matter where you are.
Important vocabulary to know while you're watching this video. The first important word that you need to know is Ziggy Stardust. Ziggy Stardust was what you could call David Bowie's alter ego, his stage persona. This is important to know because it was the state of David Bowie went through, and it was him. And that's when he really started to change the face of music. It was still David Bowie, but he went known as Ziggy Stardust. The second term / word that you need to know is musical chameleon. A musical chameleon is someone who has changed their sounds and looks a lot, just like David Bowie, who has gone through lots of different sounds and lots of different stages of looks and personalities. I chose this article because I like David Bowie, and him dying was a huge shock. It inspired me to learn more about him, and I chose the Global News because they're the main news station that I watch. It's always sad and hard to see someone go. They may be friends, they may be family, they might even be strangers. When David Bowie died, it didn't just affect his family, it affected all of his fans. It was hard watching such an iconic musical legend / genius disappear. The reality doesn't hit you right away. It's like you're suspended in this moment of woe, and then it hits you. This article was written in a way that didn't just state a death. It didn't just say, this person died on this day. It summarized his whole life, his whole musical career, and all the amazing things he did. And that was an amazing way for fans to look back and to say goodbye. It went to show that David Bowie wasn't just a singer. He was a life changer who changed the face of music forever. This article just went to prove that. His life will never be forgotten, and it will be remembered forever. This article is a summarization of David Bowie. On Sunday, January 10th, David Bowie passed away due to cancer. It's been said that David Bowie was fighting cancer 18 months prior to his death. David Bowie was born on January 8, 1947, and became very interested in music at a very young age. His first hit single was Space Oddity, which came out when he was only 22 years of age. David Bowie was known as a musical chameleon because of his variety of change in sound and in looks and in styles. Born as David Jones, David Bowie soon changed his name to David Bowie, so he wasn't confused with Davy Jones. Soon enough, he became known as Ziggy Stardust. David Bowie has almost 50 albums out, including all of his best of David Bowie's. Many people around the world were affected by this death. There were candles placed on his Hollywood star to mourn his death and pay their respects. Many other stars even took to Twitter to say their closing remarks and to pay respect to him and his family. Speaking of his family, they've been keeping everything really private and they haven't mentioned a lot, so there hasn't been a lot of mention about his funeral. From reading this article and doing so much research on it, I learned that David Bowie was a very inspirational, life-changing person. I also knew that he was Ziggy Stardust, but what I didn't know is he had so many other personalities, and he went through so many different phases. And through those phases, he changed people's lives. And he changed the face of music. He's even changed the way people think today, and the way people express themselves. This article had some very important information. It gave information on David Bowie's life and his death. There was lots more information they could have added, but it was enough for me to get all the information I needed for this video. There's a few questions though for the author. This article left me wondering things like his death. When in the day did it happen? Morning, night, noon, 5 a.m.? Who knows? Where did this happen? Did he die at home, sleeping in his bed? Did he go to the hospital knowing he was dying? Or did he just die? And my final question is, what kind of cancer did he have? Did he have lung cancer? What did he have? We don't know. And those are some questions I'd like to know from the author. Rest in paradise, David Bowie.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. 10. Ground control to Major Tom. 8, 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2, check ignition, and may God's love be with you.